what stands out about his architecture, it was a kind of an expression of who he was. His architecture is quiet, it's seamless. It's not foreground, it's really background.
Usually you're a better architect or you're a better artist. I might be a better designer or I might be a better painter. But he really could do both. And you don't see that combination very often.
And just the way he kind of taught me how to think about architecture and problem solve, to respect design and techniques equally. That's all from Gay McCline.
And architecture is more about the intangibles than the tangibles. And I think Gay saw that, and he was able to instill that idea in his students.
My name is Rob McCline. I'm the youngest son of Robin Gay and Sue McCline. I also have a sister, an older sister, Carrie, and an older brother, Matt. He was born in 1928. His birthday was actually one of those leap year kids, so at the end of February, 1st of March, we never knew when to celebrate his birthday. He pretty much lived here his whole life. After in the Army, he did do some college work in the arts department of Fresno State, and then he took his GI Bill and was able to get an architecture degree from Cal Berkeley. So when he returned from Berkeley, he worked in the offices of Bill Horn and Robert Stevens. And then once he got his credential to go out on his own, he joined Jim Oakes, and they became Oakes and McCline. And then they worked, did a whole slew of commercial, civic, and residential properties for 10 or 12 years. Decided to go their own ways. At that time he joined Fresno City College as an instructor, and he took on some of the pre-architecture, construction, drafting type of activities at Fresno State. And he ended up retiring from there after 30 years. But along the way, that allowed him to paint when he wanted to paint, especially in the afternoons, because as a teacher he was able to get out a little early.
He was not the least bit arrogant. He was very down to earth. He was a lot of fun to be around. He was very charismatic, and he was a humble person, which when you think of all of the things that he accomplished, he might not have turned out that way, but he did. Both Gay and Sue were probably some of the most philanthropic people I've ever met. They were so involved in the arts. If you think about anything that went on in Fresno to support the arts, their names were always there. They were very involved in the Fresno Art Museum. I believe Gay even was one of the architects. And they were always involved in all the fundraisers. They were huge supporters of the different things that went on there. They both were presidents of the board. They were both on the board. He was so civic-minded and so philanthropic. And was so interested in teaching. I mean, he taught at City College, he taught at the Art Museum, he taught here for years, he taught at Fresno State, he would do the extension classes, so he was always interested in sharing his knowledge.
Robin Gay McCline is an artist and an architect and an educator who has had an indelible impact on life and culture in the whole Fresno area, in the valley. One of the things everyone would probably agree about Gay is his gentleness, his quietness, combined with his vision. You put those two things together and you get a master practitioner, and that's what Gay was.